My name is Isabel. I'm a hairstylist here in Tampa Bay, Florida. I've been licensed for about the last 7 years. And today we are going to be doing an all-over color on my favorite client, Kathleen. And I would also love to show you why I truly believe that I would be a great addition to the Matrix education team. The lines of Matrix I use in my salon loft that I'm in right now, other than Super Sync and SoColor. I've also been using High Riser for about the last year and a half. I've been using Matrix products for about almost 2 years now. It'll be 2 years in August. Lately, what I love about High Riser, other than it's a pre-bonded lightener, so it's going to be lifting without that damage. So Matrix just launched Blonde Max 9 Plus. Love her. She is a blue-based oil lightener system and it is fantastic. I also love Matrix's whole entire fat bar routine or even take home. Mega Sleek is personally one of my favorites. I love it as a before and after with thermal styling. It's a humectant, so there isn't really room for humidity to be entering your hair and cause frizz. So starting off, we are going to be going in with a mixture of the SoColor line. What I really like about it is that it is already pre-bonded. It adds a wonderful reflection, especially to all of my clients' hair. And considering my client is a natural level 9, this is gonna be wonderful. I'm gonna be mixing the majority of 5RC with just a dash of 6RR, just because red does have a tendency to really overpower. Even though she's the quickest to fade, she's the first to really just show up and be there. And then as soon as that is all over on her base, on her roots, I'm also gonna go in with some Super Sync. I'm gonna be adding a little bit of 6RB, majority is 6CG, as well with about half an ounce of 6RC. Half an ounce, quarter ounce, 3/4 of an ounce. So you should have about a full 1.5 ounces of product, and we're gonna be mixing all of these at a 1:1 ratio. With our permanent color with the SoColor line, we're gonna be using 30 volume because her roots are so light. With Super Sync, we're gonna be adding it to dry hair to really get the full richness of that color, and because she's an alkaline base, it's gonna be so opaque, and I personally love that this has no ammonia in it. It's not gonna be as like potent. As well, the other toner line I do use is Tonal Control. I really personally love that Matrix has both an acidic base and alkaline based toner depending on what my client needs. If my client needs more of a sheer type of tone, I can always go in with Tonal Control. But if they need something a little bit more rich, a little bit more in-depth, I can go in with an alkaline-based toner as well. So I do have her sectioned out into a section of 3. So what I'm gonna start off by doing is just kind of hit her fresh roots first. Also, what I really like about this color line as well is that it is an oxidative color. So like an apple, the longer it is exposed to oxygen, just the darker it tends to get, which is honestly beautiful because at least you know it's working. It looks a little scary, that's perfectly fine. And we're also just doing kind of like a global root touch up, and then we'll go back in with our toner to make sure everything is all nice and even. And something I like to do just to make sure I'm not wasting too much time getting both the left side or the right side, what I like to do is move my client's hair as such out of the way, go all the way to the lightest part of the roots, and just swipe it down. This will save you time from having to go from one place to the next, because in our industry, time is money. So I'm going in about half 1/2-inch subsections, just because I have the ability to do it on her hair. And with thicker hair, you probably want to take smaller subsections, so that way you're not missing any spots and don't risk making the hair, you know, look a little holey, a little spotty, because that's never fun for you or your client. Well, I will say don't forget you do have copyright. So now that I'm finishing up that top section, now is probably going to be the time where you want to mix up your toner. I always like to wait to mix it up just so that way it doesn't go bad, or I have an extra 5 minutes of potency. It really does change everything. Still doing those 1/2-inch subsections. I'm also going to save a little bit of this color for later for her eyebrows. Only because I put those on the last 10 minutes. Because it is 30 volume, I don't want that sitting on her face too long around her eyeballs. Honey, this is the money maker. So putting her to the side, mix up your toner real good. It should be like a cake batter consistency. So just do what any other artist would do. Just go in, paint it real good. And then just to make sure that everything blends all together, you don't risk any splotchiness, you're gonna take a wet brush and just brush as you go. Now make sure to do this throughout your toner and not at the end. If you wait until the end, it's just a traffic jam of knots. Not fun. Also, when you comb it everything through, you also see any little spots you would have missed. So I'm really happy that I am taking a wet brush and just bringing everything through. You also want to make sure everything is nice and saturated, because the more wet it is, the better it will develop. If you leave everything out, it'll have a tendency to dry up and you won't get the best type of color that you're looking for. I'm also just clipping the rest of this out of the way, just so that way I don't risk getting, even though I got a little bit of color on her neck, I don't risk kind of color going everywhere. I'm just going to throw a processing cap over her, let everything just soak up and be delicious. To ensure this all stays wet, I'm just gonna slap it with some additional toner, honestly whatever I have left, which isn't too much. Just because I don't want to run the risk of her drying out while processing. I'm just shampooing her with some Food for Soft. This is made with avocado oil and hyaluronic acid to really help add hydration, nourishment, and softness to the hair. And I'm also going to shampoo her twice, considering we did do a permanent color at her roots.
like this. Hold me like the pebbles in your hand, and just understand, yeah, summer isn't over yet. Skinny dipping with your heart out is my favorite part. Now we ain't gotta tell no one.
I keep smaller tea towels around the shampoo bowl for this reason. For either my ladies for their eyebrows or for my gentlemen in their beards, all you want to do is just get like a small wet towel. So that way you're not like waterboarding them. Because I don't think she would appreciate that. Alrighty, so next I'm going to be going in with Matrix's Glow Mania Glazing Queen Mask. So not only is this really going to help make that color pop nice and bright, everything is really relaxing considering that there is rosehip oil in here and glycolic acid. So it really is helping to ensure that your fresh color is not in the slightest bit dull or dark. Then I also like to give my clients a nice scalp massage too.
It's the midnight sun kissing under the red sky, laid on your chest like this. Hold me like the pebbles in your hand, and they're just understand, yeah, summer isn't over yet. Skinny dipping with your heart out is my favorite part. Now we ain't gotta tell no one.
Now that her hair has soaked up that glycolic acid and basically all that good stuff, what I'm gonna do to ensure that the cuticle is closed properly is just some conditioner. You might think with a deep conditioner or a mask and then doing a regular conditioner, it's too much. Honestly, it adds the exact amount of hydration that your hair really does need. Alrighty, so to ensure that her color stays the absolute boldest and brightest, I'm going back in with the Glow Mania leave-in conditioner. So I know I did do a mask on her already. However, a lot of the time, regular conditioner is just not enough fatty lipids that our hair requires. So it's good to go in with a little TLC leave-in conditioner. And it works wonderful as a great detangler as well. And this is made with the rosehip oil and glycolic acid. I'm also going to be putting in a little bit of a primer, but this one isn't matrix, so don't worry about it. I'm just going to run through with a blow dryer, get her rough dried, and then be able to style properly. Now that we finished her blow dry, you can either stop there and choose to seal it off with a little bit of oil. I'm also using Matrix's Glow Mania as well. It is a wonderful top coat that's also a humectant, which means it's going to fight against humidity actively. And she is also, oh, so sorry, I did not mean to poke you in the eye. Also a top coat resistant to up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's heat activated. So we are actually going to be doing a little thermal work before she heads out.
Are you playing truth or dare? Tell me, now you playing truth or dare? Are you playing truth or
Also, throughout the years, I've burned off my fingertips, like the nerves are a little damaged. So if you're trying to judge if the curl is done by touching it, please don't. I do this for a living. So please don't hurt yourself in the name of beauty. I'm gonna go back in as I'm kind of removing some of these half off base curls. So it's gonna go towards her face to give it more of that luxury type of vibe of goods and short curl. So just a very light amount of oil because she is a wonderful top coat too.
You know you claim that you're so hot, and you say you got skills in the bedroom. You try to front when you're so not. Had a chance, you still never come through. You say you wanna come see me, 'cause you
And we get to see more of those layers that we have going on.
say you wanna love me, wanna touch me.
How are you?
Oh, I love it.
We just finished up doing Kathleen's hair. She looks beautiful, she looks gorgeous. Kind of failed to mention is just a dab, like literally a drop or two of Mega Sleek is gonna be more than enough. Even for take home, I actually have this in my shower in my bathroom. Is Food for Soft. It is a very rich hydrating treatment as well. It is meant for all types of dry hair. I highly recommend adding a little bit more hydration before going down that protein route. And once again, I really truly do believe in everything that Matrix stands for. I love obviously their color, their lightener, their back bar, take home, anything you say, name it, I love it. Obviously there's gonna be something that doesn't work for all of our hair types. For me, a curl can dreamline, fantastic. It's not personally for me with my pin straight hair. Should be resistant. I truly believe in the quality and everything that Matrix does stand for, and I would absolutely love to be considered one of your educators. Thank you so much.